Hello, I am Brea Winbush, your host for the second segment of the Bowie Youth Showcase, featuring career profiles. On this segment, we are featuring an actress that's on the rise in film, television, and theater, Ms. Dionne. Hello, and welcome to the Bowie Youth Showcase event.
Thank you.
I don't know where to start. Ms. Dionne is known for her powerful performances, delivered with a genuine authenticity with major credits in television, feature films, and regional commercial. Ms. Dionne has tackled roles from a preacher's wife to a Secret Service agent, proving that she has both breadth and depth as an actress. This incredible actress began as a career as a consultant in corporate America before beginning her journey into acting. So, Ms. Dionne, tell us about yourself. What was your first featured film?
My first feature film was The Minority Report with Tom Cruise. I played a background performer in the film. I got to dress up like a 60s, like how Diana Ross and the Supremes would dress up, and I had this nice gown. And that was the first thing I ever did, and I had so much fun.
Cool. In 2009, you had a role in the Philip Noyce directed featured film Salt, starring Angelina Jolie, to be released in 2010. Talk to us about that.
When I first auditioned for Salt, I auditioned as like a computer tech person, and after I auditioned, my agent called me and said, "Oh, they've taken out that role." So they booked me, but they took out the role. But the director liked me, and so they kept me in mind, and there was a bunch of rewrites because the movie was originally written for a man, and so they had to rewrite a lot of the script. I won't say which guy, but he's a very popular actor. And so they wrote me back into the script. So I have this scene where I play a Secret Service agent, and Chiwetel Ejiofor is in the scene. So he was in American Gangster, Dirty Pretty Things, and he's just a really great actor. So, cool. Yeah.
You also appeared in the Sundance 2009 Dramatic Selection independent feature film Toe to Toe.
Yes.
Tell us about this film.
Toe to Toe is a DC film through and through. It was filmed here. It features a lot of local talent from DC. It features I'm in it. It features go-go bands. Beat Your Feet Kings are in it. It features Georgetown Day School. Cool. It's about two young girls from different sides of the track that play lacrosse, and just their whole interaction and their coming of age and how they go toe to toe and face off with each other in different instances that come up in their life. I play the mother of one of the leads, Tasha is her name, and I play her mom, Brenda. And Leslie Uggams, who we all know from Kizzy and Roots and many other films, plays my mother. So I had a wonderful, wonderful experience. I had the chance to work with a great director, Emily Apt, and just a ton of other talent. Daliso Dingwall from The Wire played my son. Gaius Charles from Friday Night Lights also played my son. And just other great talent. Ali Walker plays the mother of one of the other leads. So it was fantastic, and it's currently still playing at E Street. The Landmark Theater is on E Street. There's one showtime at 4:30 p.m. So please, please, please go see it if you haven't seen it, so we can get our numbers up and we can be distributed nationwide. It's a great film.
We're gonna have to check that out.
Yes.
Then. You were also in Sex and the City 2. How was that?
Okay, Sex and the City 2 was interesting because normally I try to only do parts where I'm talking, but from time to time, I do background. And so I got to set. I was supposed to be a teacher in Brady's school during a science fair where Brady, Samantha's son, wins an award. And so the director, Michael Patrick King, goes, "Hey, we're the two teachers," and they point to me and they're like, "Okay, we want you to stand at the door, pretend that you're grading papers," and then Samantha walks in and she's wearing like this fabulous outfit and these fabulous shoes, and so hopefully my scene didn't get cut out. So I'm this teacher like kind of grading and kind of giving her the snub because she's the only parent that's late, but so that's my big role in Sex and the City too. But it's more than just being a face in the back. It's more featured. It's a little bit more camera time, and it's a good mix to the other work that I've done.
I like that, modest. You were on St. Patrick's Day 2009. You debuted on the primetime television Law and Order.
Yes.
What was that like?
Law and Order SVU was a dream come true. I got to be in a scene with Mariska Hargitay and Chris Maloney. And I was a woman walking on the street on Central Park West, and I witnessed a man fall or jump from a building. And so I got to scream. I mean, these are like all the things you hope for. So I got to do my big scream, and then I got to see the body drop onto this car, and there's like special effects. And so that was great. It was really great because I've watched Law & Order SVU for so many years. And so to be able to work on the film, but not only work on the film, but work on it with two of the major players, the principal actors. So that was a lot of fun. And it plays over and over all the time. So.
Cool. You had a reoccurring role in the hit HBO series The Wire. What role was that?
I played a social worker in a men's shelter in Richmond, Virginia, and those 2 episodes that I was in was alongside Dominic West, and he is a great person to work with. And I played a social worker where he brings in a homeless guy. It was this whole thing with the series that they were doing, and so I got cast in that 1 episode, and then I got a call back from the casting director, Pat Moran Casting here in Baltimore, right on Broome Street, and they're like, they want to bring you back for the last episode of the season. And so that's how it became recurring, because I was on before, and then I came back in again, and then so again I got to work with Dominic and just be on the show. I had auditioned for every season since The Wire started, and it was just again another dream come true. Being a local actor, but getting a part on a show that was so worldwide accepted. I mean, there are fans of The Wire everywhere, and so that was again just a dream come true and a dream to work on. And I'm glad I was able to be a part of it before it was all wrapped up.
Cool. You were also in All My Children and America's Most Wanted. Can you tell us what that was like?
All My Children, that was fun because I got to play pretty much something very close to my heart. I got to play a West Indian nurse, and I'm originally from Montserrat in the West Indies, and we speak a dialect of English, but of course other islands speak different dialects. So when I got the information, another actor I knew was like, they're casting for a Barbados nurse, and so I quickly emailed the casting director, and I was like, I'm perfect for this. I was born in an island, and so I got the part, and I got to dress up as I was a maid. Actually, I got the part of a maid. A maid from Barbados, and I got to be in a scene with Dr. Death, which is like a very popular character on the show. And I practiced with my brother, because I have a brother from Barbados, so we practiced my lines over Skype or over video chat, because he was in Barbados and I was here, just hanging out, in the U.S. at my dad's house in New York. And I got to do the scene, and it was just really fun. I mean, being on a soap, it's like theater and TV all in one, because there's someone talking all the time and telling you like where to move and what to do. And not a lot of people knew I was going to be on, but a lot of my friends watched the soaps a lot, and so they were very excited to see me on it, and I was really, again, grateful for the opportunity.
That's cool, and a lot of support as well.
Yeah.
Miss Aldane, you also do commercials, voiceovers, and industrials. Tell us more.
Commercial work, I have a lot of commercials that I've filmed here regionally, but have a national or a national reach. So for example, I did a Walmart commercial through my agency in Richmond, Virginia, and it was seen on national cable, national network cable. So people all over the US got to see it. Industrials are training films, so any type of internal training product, they'll do voiceover work or film work, like film for, so you'll be like a new employee at a major chain store, and it's like, this is how you accept gift cards. Or, I do work for CIA University, or training films for Toys R Us. I recently actually got a huge national commercial, but it was just my hands. I just did a hand model commercial for Cricket Wireless. So you'll see my hands doing things on the screen and manipulating puppets and stuff like that. So it's whatever comes my way as far as with commercial work or voiceover work. I've done stuff for the Smithsonian. I've narrated different series or what have you. So there's just so much different things to do as an actor other than just stage or just films.
Wow, I'm trying to imagine the hands. That sounds like a lot of fun. Oh, wow.
And a popular one, actually, sorry to cut you off, that I've done a long time ago was for Bath Fitter. So that plays all the time.
Wow, I guess I'm going to have one for feet as well. What advice do you have for young aspiring actors and actresses?
Pursue your passion, definitely. If you know you want to act, definitely nurture that. Find a way to participate in plays in your school. If your school doesn't do that, find community groups. The DC, Maryland, Virginia area is awesome for acting in theater and TV and film. It's the second largest market to New York City before Chicago and before LA. So there's just so much here. I'm a part of an organization for actors of color called Galvanize. And so we are actors of color, in professional artists, artists out of school, artists still in school. And so we're hoping to start a branch of our organization where we're reaching back to high school students so they can see that there is definitely a career in it. There's possibility, knowing other students in high school as well as students in college and students that are working professionally in local theater and abroad.
That's great. Everybody needs a little encouragement.
Yeah.
What do you do when you are not acting?
When I'm not acting, surprisingly, right? It seems like I'm acting all the time.
Yeah.
I get a little sleep, but when I'm not acting, I'm also a certified personal trainer, and I have 2 home-based businesses focused on fitness, health, nutrition, and weight loss.
That's cool. Maybe we could do some exercising later
definitely.
on within the show.
Yeah, I'd love to come back and talk about that.
Thank you so much for coming on the show to talk about with us about exciting careers and sharing with us all the exciting things going on in the acting industry. Congratulations on all of your accomplishments. Good luck to you in the future.
Thank you.
Miss Aldane, you make us very proud. This is what the New York Times had to say about you. The New York Times held that in her stage work, Dionne has a nice natural air. She has toured nationally with the John F. Kennedy Center, appeared off-Broadway at venues such as Urban Stages, the Queen's Company, Round Stable Ensemble, Target Morgan Theater, and has worked regionally at the Arena Stage, African Continuing Theater Company, Bolger Theater, Theater of the First Amendment, Shakespeare and Company. Dionne has also numerous local, regional, and national commercials and print campaigns for companies such as BlackberryGov.com, Subway, Walmart, Maryland Lottery, Bath Filter, and Healthcare for America Now. Born in Montserrat, West Indies, Aldane enjoys working out and spending time with her husband and 2 cats. Wow, you have time? We hope you can come back on the show, will you?
Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in. Thanks again. I'm Brea Winbush.
What's that? I don't know. Something I kind of made. Ooh, what's it do?
What do I do? Well, thanks for asking. I ring my bell and I like to dance. What do I do? Well, thanks for asking.
Ow! Yeah, it still needs a little work.
Anything's possible. Keep thinking. Get started on your own inventions or just play some games at inventnow.org.